Hey guys, Gabriel here from Serial Killers. We got the Deus Ex, Mankind Divided developer Patrick Fortier. Just to wrap it up, tell us what's new, or what are you planning with Mankind Divided to Human Revolution?
Mankind Divided takes place 2 years after the after Human Revolution, after the events of Pacheco. So after the AUG incident, it's had a big impact on the general population, and they've kind of turned, and they're fearing a lot the augmented people. So there's starting to be like a lot of segregation and a lot of problems within the population, and then eventually it leads to the creation of these ghettos, and then the augmented people are kind of guided towards that. So it's very much a climate of, we're calling it like the mechanical apartheid that's really dividing the whole world, really. Just the events of Mankind Divided are taking place a lot in Prague, and some of what you see is like the Golem City, but it's a reflection of what's going on throughout the rest of the world.
Okay. What's new in the game, like new weapons, or is it more stealth than the first game?
Yeah, one of the well, it's still a action RPG built around like 4 main pillars: combat, stealth, hacking, social interactions, a lot of choice and consequences. But we've put a lot of effort in the combat pillar, in particular, to make it on par with the stealth. We were pretty happy with the stealth, but we felt our game is really about choice and freedom of expression of players, and we felt like the combat needed a little bit more love. So it needed to be a little bit more visceral with the guns and the way the camera moves, and integrating like some of the augmentations in there in the combat as well, like some of the gun arms that you can use. Just let go of your gun, use the gun arm, make things really fluid and really easy to use on the fly or contextually, depending on the situation. So there's been a lot of effort put into that particular pillar to really offer a true choice players.
Okay. So you talked about the combat. What's new in the combat? What's changed? Did you change to Human Revolution?
Yeah, I think the way that a lot of the mechanics feel, in terms of the controls, are maybe a lot more relatable for players maybe that come to the series from who are used to maybe more combat driven series. We're going to feel more at home in terms of how things are laid out, how things feel, the camera, and the movement of the first person, some of the effects and some of the production values put into the guns and all that. There's been a lot of work put in AI as well, and the way that we're doing the maps are these much more circular 360-degree maps that you can approach from many different ways, as opposed to like more segmented approach of one room, one corridor, so that's quite a big change, along with a lot of more verticality as well, exploiting in the game, and translates into some of the augmentations as well, like you saw. Sorry, I don't know if you saw the Icarus dash, but you can dash across spaces, and you can use that for vertically as well to traverse the environment.
So, do players have to be stealthy in this new Deus Ex, or are you gonna have the freedom to choose to run around and shoot everyone, or?
Yeah, freedom is really the key word, so it's really up to you to decide how you're gonna play. So if you want to be stealthy, you don't want anybody to see you, you can totally do that. And it means you can be lethal or non-lethal. You can choose to play throughout the whole game and not kill a single person. No exceptions, no boss-like exceptions or anything like that.
Okay.
So you can do that, or you could decide to play a bit more combat, start shooting and pick up ammo, and go around and just be like taking cover and trying to run and gun your way through the maps. That'll be supported as well. So it's really about player choice in terms of the gameplay, in terms of the narrative as well, in terms of the navigation of the environments. There's a lot of paths, there's a lot of openness, there's a lot of different possibilities. So it's really about giving way to that player expression.
So you mentioned mentioned that much choices. Is it also in the story? Do you have much choices in the story, or multiple endings, or your choices, or how you complete the levels impact how the story goes?
Another element that we tried to further from Human Revolution is the choice and consequence, but throughout the whole storyline. So some of the choices that you make, like in the first hour of gameplay, could actually impact the ending that you're gonna get. So it's not a matter of like reloading the last save game and trying to get a different ending. It's like it's all intertwined. Like some of these choices lead to possibilities of other choices, and it becomes a series of possibilities that leads to the end sequence of the game. So there's a lot of moments like that. There's some are through the main narrative where there's like major branches in the tree, but a lot of them are smaller stuff that some players may or may not realize is actually going on, and it's going to lead to that different storyline. The Monday morning story, telling your buddies, "Oh, I did this, you did what? How did you do that? I didn't know that." And he has a totally different story to tell, and really crave that freedom.
How long have you been working on this game?
Pretty much since the end of Human Revolution. There was the DLC after that, Missing Link, so there was some time. The team worked on that as well afterwards, and some people took vacation. But a lot of the early development was the Dawn engine, and making the switch to what was then the next gen consoles, or current gen by now. So a lot of that technical work was done earlier on, and then the team started working on the game after that. Still have a lot of the same team members from Human Revolution who are still there, so all that knowledge and that spirit of that team is still very much present in Mankind Divided.
What's a release window or release date are you aiming for?
Right now we're talking about early 2016. So it's going to be within that window. Early 2016. So we're hard at work trying to make that happen back much.
Okay. What would you say is the main difference to Human Revolution in the new game?
I would say that it's the ripeness of the, like a fruit is more ripe, like the Human Revolution was all about finding the recipe and figuring out how to make all these different parts work together, and how do you make a game as complex as a Deus Ex game. And now the team knows how to do that and wants to take these things further. So some of the things we were talking about, level design and making things more circular, more open-ended, that's been done. And in the narrative, putting more choice and consequence, well, that's been done. And in the controls and in the gameplay, making things more visible, that's been done. So it's a lot of it's the continuation of those principles that were laid out in Human Revolution. But how do you polish it more? How do you take it to the next level? How do you have more fun with it? You start doing things, and it's always interesting to go back. And Human Revolution was the origin story, but now that's been done. People know what augmentations are. They know Jansen. So now it's about, okay, now we can start tackling other things. And we can start adding more complexity and more themes. That aren't so bare bones and relating straight to the basics. So revisiting that and being able to do that, I think, is what makes it really, really interesting to take it further and make it its own thing.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks for the interview. I don't have any questions, so you. Do you got something you want to tell about the game? Or anything special for the fans, or what they can look for?
No, I think we've covered it pretty much already. The reaction's been really good so far from the fans. I think they like what they're seeing, and we're very honored by that. We're very we're reminded that we're thinking about them all the time. Like when we're doing stuff, we love getting the feedback, because we've been under the radar for a while. So we take that to heart. We bring that to the team, and it energizes the team. So we're very privileged by the reaction so far. We feel the pressure as much as they as they desire, you know, the game to be great, and we want that too.
Thanks for the
All right, thank you.